Austria is a beautiful country synonymous with attractive cities, classical music and stunning countryside, but perhaps less so adventure wristwatches. The new brand Sphaera have set out to change all that, and I was lucky enough to spend some time with the three founders to explore the ethos behind the new brand. I'll look at the Sphaera Desk Diver watch in detail later, but initially I was curious about how the brand was formed, the inspiration behind it, and the objective to become competitive on the adventure watch market.
We are surrounded here by the mountains in Salzburg, right in the middle of the Austrian Alps. It was clear for us that if we introduce something, it's going to be something connected to adventure, because all the three of us are mountaineers. We go hiking, we go skiing, snowboarding. That's where we also use our watches. This naturally came for the brand to be an adventure brand. We have a bladesmith next to us. We have leather artisans, and we are working together with them. Basically, the brand Sphaera is actually a community of craftsmen and of like-minded individuals from around the region.
Starting up a new watch brand is no easy task. There are all sorts of economics involved, the least of which is, will the product actually sell? So I was really interested to talk to Michael about this vital aspect of establishing a new company.
We just started without thinking on the economic stuff. And then there was some kind of big question. Do we do it as a hobby or do we do it professional? And then we thought about it and we started the project. The business is, of course, important to get a stabilized image and a good brand. We do not have about 25 employees and a big brand and a big marketing budget. But what we have is a very good spirit, a very good teamwork, and we have the same target, the same aim. And I'm very sure if you have this kind of piece in your hand, make some kind of spirit in the product and be there with passion, and then I'm very sure that will be transferred to the product and then to the client. So that's it. That's our business case.
The Sphaera Desk Diver is unquestionably an impressive watch to launch a company with. It is in every way the quintessential adventure watch, which is durable and capable and looks really good. The case is striking. It is made from 316L stainless steel and hand-finished by Martin with a sandblaster. This gives a beautiful matte finish which looks like titanium, and it's incredibly tough. The dial is listed as velvet black, which is an apt description because it almost has a gunmetal quality when it catches the light. The sandwich effect gives multiple dimensions with C3X1 Luminova numerals and indices glowing beneath. Dimensions are perfect for a field watch with a diameter of 40.5mm, a lug-to-lug of 48mm, and the height of just 12mm including the lens. The watch is supported by an equally durable handmade olive green strap made from ripstop material. Anybody who is used to the outdoors will know this material is almost impossible to rip, which gives much needed security to a watch design to endure the harshest environment. We tried the watch alternately on leather, nylon and rubber, so if you fancy a change of strap for your steel tool watch, pop over to the WatchGecko website where we've got a wide selection. The unprotected crown gives a vintage look, as does the exposed screws on the bezel. The caseback proudly says made in Austria and has an inventive image of a deep-sea diver next to a computer at a desk. Underneath you'll find the individual issue number out of 100 units.
It's the industrial design thing that we say form follows function. And when I create a watch, it really starts from scratch. I start with the movement and then I create the watch around the movement. So all the parts, all the screws, all the things really have a function. This is why we chose all the design aspects, also the size. It's 40.5mm, so it's really wearable in all situations. You can wear it as a dress watch, as an action watch. It's always functional.
The crystal on the watch is interesting because there's a choice. You can either have box sapphire or Hesalite. Now, anyone who owns Hesalite will know that it's a devil to keep scratch-free, but it does bring a certain vintage charm and style to a watch, so Sphaera are to be applauded for using it.
The first model was only with the Hesalite, because it gives this vintage look. It makes a real big dome. You can have this shiny, nice feel of the Hesalite. And of course you can scratch it, so it also gives way more life to the watch. You will remember every scratch and then you can look at it. But you can also polish if you want to have no scratches. But Then we get a lot of requests about the sapphire crystal because, of course, it's more durable and you can use it way better than. So we made this second version then.
No matter how good the exterior of your adventure watch, what's beating inside it is just as important. And I was intrigued to know why Sphaera had selected the Swiss STP 1-21 movement. Now, to all intents and purposes, this is a clone of an ETA. However, it has one extra jewel. So why did they choose that?
The reason is we want to know everybody who's working with us. We don't want to find stuff and just put it into our watch, because every piece produced, not by myself, is produced by someone who I know. We met the guys from STP in Geneva, and we talked to them, and they were really nice, and we visited their facility, and they showed us around, and it was really nice to work with them. So this is also the option why we chose them.
The team is selected personally. It's very, very important for us, because when you're working in a team, there could be some situation where something is not as good as it is expected. So you have then to talk to the people to solve it, to make it better. And that's not really possible if you don't want to have a cup of coffee with him, you know. What you need is some kind of relationship. And then, of course, you can talk about things that maybe not happened in a way that it has to happen. And then you can solve it. So this was, for us, I would say, very important, and is very important for the future.
Being in the watch industry, we understand that technical prowess isn't everything. A lot of it's about relationships. So it was really nice to hear how Sphaera selected their suppliers and who they chose to work with as a team. Of course, we always want to know what's next, especially because when we were having this conversation, there was a countdown clock on the Sphaera website teasing us about the forthcoming Epoch model. There's probably nobody listening, so you can just tell me trade secrets. What can we expect from Sphaera over the rest of the year?
So it's going to be adventurous for sure. I think probably by the time you're releasing this video, we have already released our next collection, which is the Epoch.
Just imagine the death diver as a first step, as a source code, and then think about what happens in life. There's always two sides of a life, two sides of a medal. I don't know if it's the right words in English. So you have, I would say, work Monday till Friday, and you have weekend, Saturday and Sunday. This is the idea that we had with the new collection Epoch. We want to have something that is clearly used for the guys who likes more being out, having, I don't know, CC top, music box, and then there's something that you need to wear if you go to meetings. So what we have, or what we created, shows you these two kind of lifestyle. One very robust, very clear, and the other one a bit modern, because we have now the year 2024.
So there you have it. It's another stunning adventure watch to add to the collection that's already out there. Many thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you've got a favourite field or adventure watch, please tell us. We'll be back soon for more watch reviews.